to talk about is a bit different. It was the dismantling of a container crane up at Greenock. So here, the demolition contractor was Sam Evans, and the overall client was Peel Ports. And the scope of works was to dismantle that container crane. So Peel Ports were kind of renovating their dockside. They have two new container cranes turning up, and they needed to dismantle this old container crane. There was one drawing of the crane which did not have any section sizes on it, which made the job quite complicated. So our scope of works was to survey the crane, carry out a weight takeoff, and then do a dismantling sequence and stability assessment on the crane. So that survey work was quite difficult. We needed to get on site, take measurements of each of the members in enough detail to be able to draw it up and to produce an accurate weight takeoff for it to be dismantled. So just some pictures there kind of illustrating what we were doing, how we went about the job, and how we did the weight takeoff. Following on from that, we completed a 3D model of the crane so that we could then work out centers of gravity of various elements. And then from that, we could then carry out our demolition sequence. So we were working from alternate sides, essentially, to take weight off the crane evenly so that it remained stable during the dismantling process was the basic principles. And you can see from the drawings, there's just a nice sequence showing lift weights, any interesting things on each of the lifts and all their centers of gravity, and just a nice dismantling sequence. Less tender involvement here, but also quite an interesting little demo sequence. And I believe we have a video that may or may not work.
I think that's going.
Yeah, it is. So this just shows the kind of the crane setup and then the dismantling sequence as it happens, and a bit of the cut sequence. So taking off the machine room at the back, taking off the jib, and then working through the back spans and taking them off. And after that, it was quite a stable structure to then lift down. The lifts got a lot heavier. So see the final bits of the dismantling sequence. The job was fairly successful for everyone involved. The only thing that caused issues was the Scottish weather, which on the west coast near Glasgow was always going to be an issue. But no, overall, a very, very good, interesting project that we carried out.